Hey, everybody.
Welcome back to
Breathe If You Agree.
Look at us. Look at us.
Look at us.
Guys, if you are a visual learner, also if you're a visual watcher, we're in a new space.
Yay.
With our sign. We got a studio. It only took us like 12 months.
Sorry about that. I was unpacking.
No, I also meant like we've gone through some significant changes.
We have, but we're back and no disturb.
No disturb. I was just asking Julian if his phone was on Do Not Disturb, and I go, "Is it no disturb?" Well, we're back. We're back. We are so back. Sorry, we had the week off last week. We just
needed it. I'm sure y'all get it.
Yes, burnout.
But we're back, and we're better than ever. I don't know about that. We're
lying. Liar. But it's good. It's, by the way, sometimes it's good to lie through the pain.
Sure.
I mean, no, actually, I would never give that piece of
I'd
advice.
say be honest.
Yeah, just be honest. Honestly, I think we're pretty good at being honest about our feelings.
I would say.
Yeah.
To each other.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
for
definitely.
Sure.
No.
Here?
I think in 20 minutes it'll probably be hot.
Okay, cool.
I'm good for now.
So,
I'll let you know if I'm like.
If you're watching as well.
Something about.
I'll probably slept.
Yeah, something about this weekend was I was in New York for 30 hours, and something that we were talking about was we consistently could not get comfortable temperature-wise. Somehow New York was like 70 degrees. It was gorgeous. Then it rained. But it's just like, it's hot. You're hot. You're cold. Yes, you're no. Yeah, exactly.
You're in and you're out.
Yeah, you're up and you're down.
You're down.
In space. Guys, Katy Perry went to space.
Oh my God, hold on. I didn't put deodorant on.
Katy Perry did go to space. Guys, Katy Perry went to space. Hey, so we sent Julian out because we are going to surprise him. Katy Perry is actually on her way to the studio right now, and he doesn't even know. There's a secret message for you when you watch this back later.
But can you believe that Katy Perry went to space? I thought they were going to space for not 11 minutes.
11 minutes. Yeah, 11 minutes. By the way,
what'd you do?
I can tell you exactly what she did. My favorite part about Katy Perry going to space is that space is literally directly next to her, right? Outside the window. Bitch spent 6 minutes looking into the camera. She's like floating away.
You're so hypnotizing.
Literally, I'm like, Miss Ma'am, Earth. You can look at Mother Earth. No, I think the whole thing is so.
I'm wishing the best for her.
Oh, I'm going to say that the space mission was a flop.
Well, no, the space mission for sure is confusing because why are we spending money on that?
Right. Also, they're like, this is just a message to all the little girls out there. First of all, I was talking to a lot of women about this recently. Yeah, I talked to a lot of women. No, but I was talking to a lot of women about it, and they're like, it's so frustrating that they're like, well, no, it's actually everyone's being misogynistic, and this is actually like a message for young girls that they can do things too. And it's like, yeah, if you have $1 billion, like, what do you mean?
Like, we didn't discover anything.
We didn't learn anything.
We didn't do anything.
All we did was make a lot of people upset. And
it's like when you leave and forget your keys, you gotta go back.
Yeah. Oh fuck, I forgot to get eggs. We gotta go back to Ralph's.
Turn back
around. It's literally that.
You kiss the ground of Ralph's.
I take showers longer than space.
I think we're gonna say at Ralph's.
At Ralph's, I take showers at Ralph's. If you go into the laundry section, you just take the detergent and rub it all over yourself.
They said, Nick, we're gonna slice your 18 pounds of turkey. You just go shower and come back, pick it up, and then you'll go.
I haven't been on turkey for a while. I mean, I love turkey, but Julie knows when we used to live together, I would daily or every other day, I would walk to Ralph's. I would go up to the deli case, and I'd be like, hi, can I have like a pound of turkey? And my favorite thing always, this went away during COVID, which was so sad. There were a lot of huge losses in COVID, but one of them majorly being a free slice of turkey, because they're always like, even though they saw me every day, they'd be like, do you want to like try it? Like, do you want to try the turkey? And I'd always be like, oh, I don't know. Like,
this is good.
Yeah. I'm like, can I have a pound of the oven gold? And then they're like, do you want to try a little slice? I'm like, yeah. I mean, I guess. Sorry, I have gum and spit it out, and then eat the turkey. And I'd be like, yeah. They'd already be slicing it. They weren't waiting to see if I was ready, if I wanted it.
Did you know their name? I actually have always kind of fantasized about that, having like a neighborhood butcher, and you're like, and they're like, oh, you're regular. And I'm like, not today.
Yeah. And they're like, oh my God, we got the best cheddar in last night.
Exactly.
You gotta try it.
Add a half pound of the scallion cream cheese, please. We're going crazy.
Yeah. Oh my God, wait, have you had the new Gouda? No. Oh my God. Okay, here, sweetie. honey, come here. We just have some in the back. I'm gonna get you a little. And you're like, thank you so much, El Verone.
Yes. And then sometimes like there's some you never know if there's tension. You're like, do they like me or no?
And then also you're like, oh, I don't know.
Because you can't do anything, right?
No.
Because you're both like, but you're just like you're in the grocery and like every time they hand you the turkey, the plastic glove just like skims your hand a little bit. and you're like, are we deli meats are just rubbing and you smell your hand later and it's like, well,
was it love?
Alvarado.
Was it Alvarado? Was it love?
Did
was
you say Alvarado?
I think I already forgot. I said like Alvarado. Alvarado. Alvarado is winter in Spanish. Yeah, I took Spanish classes. Yeah, I stopped.
Ay, que frío.
I did stop.
That's cool. That's
I
cool.
know. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I know.
I don't know. You
Spanish
stopped, so I just have to make
You're like,
sure.
maybe you stopped before you learned about temperature. You started at the what are they called? Seasons.
Right.
By the way, you know what? I think we could both like benefit from English classes.
Reading.
We should do Hooked on Phonics.
Why?
Because I don't know. I feel like sometimes we forget words.
Honestly, if
I don't
people who are running this country can do that and be as fucking dumb as they are, I feel pretty good.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not too worried.
Anyway, the space mission though.
Yeah.
Also, Gail.
I actually loved Gail's when she was coming out and she was ringing the bell. And everybody was like,
when she kissed the ground or she's touching the ground. Also, did you see Jeff Bezos, whatever it is, tripping and falling on his face? That was worth the space mission. He comes around the thing and he trips and he falls flat on his fucking face. And I was like, this was worth it. This was worth every dollar.
That'll teach you for being shipping Prime more than 2 days long. Bitch.
Say that again. Say that. You know what? Did I stutter? Yes, I did.
That's only one thing on the list that you've done horribly. But
I know. Girl, I had an Amazon package stolen.
No.
You know what's crazy about Amazon packaging? Right. Multi-billion-dollar corporation, right? It'll be a $1 trillion corporation soon. Like, you will order.
It's also a river.
Wait, so true. You'll order an $8 package, right?
Right.
It'll come. They'll misplace it. It'll get stolen, whatever. And then you call that. You're like, hey, Amazon. My package is missing. And they're like, well, you got to give it 48 hours in case it shows up. I'm like, it doesn't have legs. It's not going anywhere. And then lo and behold, 48 hours later, they're like, oh, well, would you like a refund? I'm like, no, send me the fucking product.
I want the same thing.
Give me the
what got stolen?
Stolen. Tide Pods.
Oh, okay.
They were, so, and I was so hungry for a snack today, and my Tide Pods weren't there.
Oh.
I was like, I need some of that detergent in this tummy of mine.
I do like getting like whole or like Prime or something with like those things.
Yes.
Like Tide or
yes.
Those things.
Paper towel.
Yeah. I actually bought the biggest thing of paper towel on accident on Amazon. I thought the picture only showed like 6, and I was like, this shit is expensive. The tariffs. I was like,
the tariffs, honey.
The fucking tariffs on the paper towel.
Crazy. We haven't been talking about this.
It was like 36 rolls. It showed up in this huge box. I was like, ooh, PR, fun. I open it. It's literally Brawny.
You're like, oh my God, Brawny.
Literally, I was like,
you're like, oh my God, they must have. Brawny's the one with the hot.
Like, oh, I paid
with
for
the hot
this.
man on it, right? Yeah. You're like, oh, Mr. Brawny, are you in there?
So soak it up.
Literally, yeah. I'm gonna be leaking from Mr. Brawny.
Exactly.
Gonna need 36 rolls, baby. Yeah. No. Anyway, so that space mission was crazy. I do think Gayle King did come out and she was like, I just find it so like upsetting that people are saying that we took a ride to space. We didn't take a ride to space. Like we went to space, blah, blah. And everyone's like, sweetie, you did take a ride to space. You got in a vesicle and you literally went to space. You hitched a ride. Joy ride. You never see me getting in an Uber being like, I drove myself.
No.
You never see me getting on a bus and saying, I bussed myself.
Is the bus still running?
I mean, if I take
RuPaul's Drag Race.
I should just assume always if I don't know. But hey, by the way, if I take a bird, I birded myself.
Right. Do you ever take birds?
Never. No, I took one bird one time after a bottomless mimosa brunch. I was wearing a wig. Fun.
So fun.
You love wigs.
I found my new passion, wigs.
What does that mean?
I'm kidding. I was just saying like
wig.
Obvious wig.
Did you just say wig?
This is our language.
Anyway, yes, I was on it, and okay, so like 10 mimosas deep, blonde wig on, pre-COVID, so you know the vibes. We're lit.
Right.
And I'm going down a street. There's a family in front of me. I panic. I'm also iPhone in hand trying to record a video of myself. So, none of these situations are good. And I hit a bump. And everything.
Should we do a little that? Should we do
that? Everything goes into slow motion, right?
Right.
I believe
the bump.
Oh, it must have been
too big.
Yeah. I said that is not what I thought it was. And I go flying, right? And,
I'm like a bird, I wanna fly away. Just because
or it's party on you, party on you, party.
Hey, no, you go off the thing. And it's like the beginning of it.
Oh yeah. Yes, and I land on my collarbone, like sprain, or I didn't break it, but like fucked it up, scratches all over my arms. This whole family, I'm wearing this like busted blonde wig. This family's like, sir, ma'am,
yeah,
whatever you are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I will never take a bird again. I will never take a bird again.
Well, I'm glad you didn't break your collarbone.
Yeah, that would suck. We might not have a podcast if that happened.
Right.
It
would have made a better story if you did. But I'm glad you did.
Yes, same. What about you? Do you take birds?
Do
you take birds?
I've taken a bird before. Actually, one time there was one guy like a couple years back before COVID. No, actually, I didn't live here before COVID. So no, since I've lived in LA. And he was like, let's take a bird. And I was like, okay, I'll get one too. And he was like, no, let's ride on it together. And my big ass was like, this is not fun.
I would say absolutely not. I'd be like,
we got 2 blocks. And I was like, no.
Yeah.
I was like, can we walk?
Yeah.
But no, I'm down for a bird. But like, I don't think I'm ever like, I don't think it's ever in my mind to take one.
Ever. I don't have the apps on my phone.
No.
I also,
Lime. I have a Lime app on my phone.
I don't have Lime either.
But does Bird and Lime are the same?
No, they're like separate companies, but they're basically the same exact thing. But
well, okay, I have like a fun little surprise, but then I actually do have some fun stories about going out in WeHo.
Okay,
I do have fun, but my first surprise is for you. So I've been obsessed with these things, and so have the entire world. And everybody's kind of like going through it, but I feel like right now, our friend Jackson, me and Nick have been like very bonded in feeling similarly in this day and age. So I did. This is for Nick. I got Jackson.
Was this the one that I saw on Jackson's story yesterday?
Yeah, but you get a Labubu.
What's a Labubu? Oh my god.
So Labubu is Pop
Wait,
Mart.
I love you.
I love you so much. So Labubu is Pop Mart.
Sorry, I was looking at my stories yesterday and I saw Jackson with his and I was like, wait, that looks so cute. I want one.
No, okay, so it's like literally a companion. Yeah. So this is truly the hottest toy on the market right now.
Labubu.
Did you see? I'm gonna show. If everybody hadn't seen, they just did a new drop. This isn't from the newest drop that's like big into energy. They dropped that on Thursday. I had both my phones and my computer open trying to get these
like
drops.
To mayhem.
No, it's even harder. And then you see on TikTok, I'll show you the videos. They had to shut down Century City because at 6:00 there was over like 2,000 people trying to get these plushies.
Labubu?
I was sad I didn't get it, so I was like scoping Facebook Marketplace. Yeah. Obviously, I bought it from like a reseller for like,
more money.
But like so worth it. And they're just so cute, and they're like a little companion and like a nice, just somebody to always have by your side. So, and it's a keychain. So open it.
I was telling you that
you don't know who you get.
I was telling Julian that I had a really rough weekend, which maybe we'll talk about. But I was feeling so lonely the whole weekend, and all I was thinking about was I wanted a little companion with me. Okay, so
but you have to. Which one do you want? You can either get.
Okay, so there's soy milk, lychee berry, green grape, sesame bean, toffee, sea salt, coconut. Which one did Jackson get?
He got soy milk.
Okay, I want sea salt, coconut, or I like toffee. I love toffee.
Okay.
Maybe one of the bottom 3. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
Oh, and there's a secret. Will you hold my mic?
Yes, let's hold.
I can hold you on my mic.
We're hoping, but all will be beautiful.
I'm happy with any companionship right now.
Hell yeah. Ooh. ASMR.
So I'm I'm opening Labubu. The monsters right now.
I sent Bettina a video. I was like, my new Labubu. And she texted back. She didn't answer. She said, Lapupu. I go, no, it's Labubu. Green grape.
Wait, actually, I'm really glad I got green grape. Wait.
It's cute. It's more of a muted green.
Wait, let me show the camera for those at home. Green grape.
Cute.
Green grape. Wait, and
he's so soft. You can cut the tag off too, but honestly,
cut the tags.
I'm telling you, in New York or anywhere, people have these on their bags. Like these are like.
Wait, I'm so obsessed with this
thing to be. But
what if I got a septum piercing?
Hell yeah! But you can just like hold it, kind of like
I'm gonna sleep with him.
That's for you. I love you.
And then the next time I fuck a man,
they're gonna be like, "Is that a fucking Labubu?" Let's go for round 2.
Round 2.
No, honestly, at this party yesterday, happy birthday, Rob.
I can put it on my bill.
At this party yesterday, Jackson didn't know what it was either, and then ended up loving it. And I'm so happy because everybody was vibing with Laboobs.
I'm so obsessed with my Labubu.
Yay!
Totally bringing this out to the bars.
We have to. I got a pink. I got the pink one.
I need.
I
need. Anyway,
so,
thank you so much.
Of course, I love you.
Oh wait, I'm so excited about this. This is so cute.
Wait,
I'm gonna sleep with him.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I there's a man I have to show this to. Whoa.
Okay, so speaking of going out, let me tell some fun stories.
Let's fucking go.
First, I want to say last weekend, these are like short stories, not like big tall tales.
It's like a Lena Dunham short stories book.
Right. I haven't read, but it could be.
I just assumed she has one.
Okay. So, the first thing is I was at the bars and whatever, and you know when people are just like a little too loud, like people next to you, not like volume level, but when they're speaking about you. Oh. And it wasn't a bad thing, but
mama.
It was this guy, and I was like, and like no shade, I'm not like looking at you like you're like, I'm not looking at you in the first place.
Right.
I wasn't even in that headspace anyway, but he like turned to his friend and he's like, is this guy attractive?
Oh.
Or not? Like to his girlfriend. And she's like, let me get a sneak peek. And I turned to who I was with and I was like, should I tell him like you don't even need to do this because you have no chance. Yeah. Even if you think I'm ugly, you would never get in 10 feet of me.
Right.
And like no shade to you, but like
no shade.
Sorry, I didn't need to ask my friend if you were or not, but
that's
I knew.
Crazy.
I'm kidding.
But but that's also no. I mean, this also by the way.
I turned and I was like, "Girl, save it. I don't need you to do that."
So did what happened?
No, he did think I was cute.
Oh, of course.
I got the confirmation. Well, not even that, but I was just like, "Ugh, I hated that."
You're like, you can look, but you can't touch it. If you touch it, I'ma start some drama.
Ain't nobody gonna touch it. 'Cause every time I'm with you, I go into a zone.
And not okay. And then
so good. Okay, and then
so good.
There was this guy who I saw him like multiple times a night, and he kept coming up to me, and I was the first couple times I was like, hi, like whatever, and then I was peeing in the urinal. And he comes up behind me and grabs my hips and like looks in the mirror and I go, get off of me. I was like, do not touch me. He was like, what? What's wrong? And I was like, I don't know you.
Yeah.
And I have to pee.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Go piss, girl.
And the people next to me were, oh no. Oh. Okay, wait. So that did happen. But after this, there were sorry, rewind. There were two people talking to each other, and there was only one urinal.
Okay.
In the stall.
Were they sword fighting?
No, they were just like they were speaking, and then I went to that urinal, and I was giggling because they were kind of talking. And the one stopped talking, and he was like, finish the story?" And he was like, "I'm sorry, I got distracted." And I said, "Sorry." That I like went here, and the guy goes, I wasn't distracted by you. And I was like, okay. And then
the man grabs you by the hips.
So it was like it was a hit animus because it was like I just got like reamed for being like sorry, and it's like, bitch, it wasn't you.
Clarification, not rimmed. He got reamed.
And that's later in the story.
We'll get back to that part later.
And then the guy came up behind me and did. That's what I was like, oh, I felt a little better. But then I was just like, get off of me, whatever. And he looked at me like I was like the most evil person in the world. And I was like, what are you doing?
I was having this conversation with Jackson recently, and I think as much as we like laugh and whatnot, This is a serious issue within the community.
Oh my God.
100%. There's a problem. I have experienced my fair share of it to the point of being sexually assaulted. I mean, I think so many people have these stories, but like some that are so much worse than others, but none are fucking allowed or fine, whatever. But I think there's a problem within the gay community where, because it's like assumed, it's like there's this assumption that everyone's like super promiscuous and slutty and whatnot, which is like not the vibe for everyone, but also like no shade to anyone who is. But that does not mean that you have like, you can just like pull your dick out or grab someone's dick or grab their ass, especially a stranger, or like put your hand on someone's pants or send nudes to someone unsolicited or like someone they don't know. Like it's so inappropriate. Like it's not okay. And by the way, if it were in any other, I think like any other kind of pairing, gender or sexuality or fluidity wise, whatever, it would be unacceptable, and it's not acceptable. There are ways to absolutely do those things with other people when they're consenting, but if the other person is not consenting, especially if it's a stranger, like keep your fucking hands off of people.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It's so inappropriate.
How do you feel? And like, this is no shade, because like sometimes I do take part in it, but like when gay guys like kiss each other on the lips to say hello.
Oh,
how do you feel about that?
I feel like that happens to me all the
Me too,
time.
But like I get really awkward.
Well, I'm always like, I turn my head. I don't expect
and it's so awkward. It's so awkward.
I never expect it. I guess no, there are people who I do expect it from, and also there are friends who I do that with.
Of course.
But no, when I would do it with
like you. Yeah. I don't know, just like people I don't really know that bad.
They're like, oh my God, hi, I'm Ashton Kutcher, and it's just like kissed on the lips. I'm all of a sudden like, yeah, no, I'm 100%. Or I turn my head because I'm like, oh, they're doing a kiss.
Yeah,
they must be French. Bonjour.
Oui, bonjour.
No, no.
I don't know. No, it's not like the biggest thing, but like sometimes I'm like,
fuck you if you're French. Au revoir. Anyway.
And then my last story, and I'm gonna bleep this name out, so don't worry when I say this.
I can scream when you say it.
Okay. Or I'll just bleep it up. Okay. But you can scream too.
Okay.
Last night I met this girl who fully just turned me off, and like it takes me a lot to be like standoffish to somebody like that I don't know.
I think here he means when he says turn off, he doesn't mean like sexually attractive, because I think
no I mean this was like the most
already.
like
yeah
like I'm doing air quotes of LA
Los
thing.
Angeles.
This is what people are like, oh, LA is so this, and like it is like people do act like that, but you don't encounter it that much.
No, I think the whole like oh, LA is so fake and people are so this and that, whatnot. Like, yeah, sure, if you surround yourself with it, you'll have that.
Right.
But
I don't
that's
encounter
not
it
fun.
much.
No.
I don't really. And I was with a friend who knows this person and was like, oh, this is this person. And this girl goes, oh, she looks at me like up and down and she goes, who are you friends with?
No. Automatic
and I go,
no.
Who? And I said who was with us.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, well, I know that, but like, who are your friends? And I was like, what do you want me to just like
stats?
Name my friends? And she was like, yeah, who are you friends with? And I was like, I don't think you know any of them. I was like, I've never met you. And she was like, oh, okay. And then like turned away from me. And I said to my friend who I was with, I was like, I hate her. And then I said to her too, I go, who are your friends?
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, she didn't answer me either. And I said, and she's the best friend of I guess.
Was that who you're going to believe?
Yeah.
Oh. Bleep!
She's the best friend of this girl. I don't give a fuck who you're friends with. I don't care.
Wait,
it could be the most... No.
Okay, yeah.
It was somebody I'd never heard of.
Okay.
And never seen.
Okay.
Which, again, does not matter.
Doesn't matter.
You could be the Queen of Sheba, and if you were rude to me, I would be, I would be like, all right, I bid you adieu, Queen. I guess it's different.
I'm the King of Sheba.
So, I mean, different scenario, because this woman was not.
No.
But it was
the worst situation. That's so stupid.
Awful the way she just said it to me, and then later on, she like tried to... like talk to me again, and I fully was like, no.
Good.
I literally said, I was like, no, we don't need to do this.
Good.
Because I said goodbye to who I came with, because they were staying or whatever. And she was like, oh, wait, bye. And I was like, no, we don't need to do this. And I like shook my hand.
Good.
I was like, bye.
No.
No, I literally...
Was she gooped?
I think she knew, because I think when I walked away the first time,
she was like, "Oh, I need to make up for this."
No, I think my friend was like, "That is like one of my best friends, and like is really nice. Like that isn't somebody who you would,
like why would you? Yeah.
And but to me, even if whatever, it doesn't matter if you treat somebody like that in general. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be around you.
No, it's also just like it's so unnecessary to like talk down. It's also just this like. Well, to me, what it reads as entirely is insecurity.
Yeah,
like you're projecting your own insecurities onto me. And also, by the way, like I'm not playing this fucking game with you.
I literally was like, "Hi, I'm Julian.
Yeah,
like, nice to meet you." It's like, who are you friends with?
Well, that's the thing. Also, I feel like we're like very social people. We're always in social situations, and I think something that we always approach. Those
You're in a gay bar, you straight bitch. Get the fuck out! Don't come to our community space and where you are definitely welcome, and then be a bitch.
Yeah. No, that's weird too.
You straight bitch. Sorry.
No, but I've been in that situation too, where I'm like, oh, I'm like here with my friends and whatnot, and then like someone tries to make me uncomfortable in a space where I'm supposed to feel space.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
She didn't make me feel uncomfortable. I just was like, your energy is so mean.
No. Also, just that negativity. Like, go. By the way, this is like been bye. By the way, I like the wave. This is like a big thing that I just like have been consistently going back to in my head, like in the past few months and just this year. Is like, especially as we've gotten older. We're not old, but older. Is that people are just like so fucked up and like so. My main thing that I've learned in my adult years is how selfish people are. Yeah. I think it's the worst fucking quality in the world. I think it's nice to have, you don't have to be the most selfless person in the world. You don't have to be a helper to all, but like maybe like learn to be in a situation where like it's not entirely about you, and also make sure to like, you know, how what you do affects other people. Like I just think there's like an ownership to it.
Yeah,
that, like,
especially when you're like 35.
Right, exactly. I'm just like, what are you doing? Like we're adults. That's how I feel about it. And so when there's that like sassiness or that bitchiness or that selfishness or that like condescending tone, I'm like, oh baby, grow the fuck up.
Yeah, like
grow
let's just
up.
like have fun.
Oh my god, what are you doing? Why? Yeah, what happened to having fun?
No, everyone's such a drag and mean.
No, when I'm out with the girls and I'm just trying to be social and have like a little silly blah, 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 like I'm like, we got enough shit at home. We got enough shit going on in the world. We got enough shit going on in the news. We got enough shit going on abroad and in this country. Like, shut the fuck up. Either have a good time or get out.
Yeah. I almost like you were saying, we have enough shit on Broadway.
We got Redwoods, okay? We have Redwoods.
I love you, Adina. Check me out. I'm featured in the Move music video by Adina Menzel.
What's that? How did that go again? I know. How did that go again? Oh, is that the one where she's like, what's the one where she's like walking towards the camera in the TikTok?
Beast.
Yeah.
Beast has made like...
It's made a comeback. Well, because people are doing the dance that she did on TikTok. Where she like, she walks towards the camera and then she like...
Go get up. Beast in me.
Yes, yeah. No, Adina, by the way,
come on the pod. We love you.
We love you.
Actually, Redwood does look really interesting to me. She's
on a tree
the whole time. She's in a harness.
She said, I can't be in the Wicked movie. I can't be in another harness. You better put me in a harness. Climb. She's like, I'm gonna climb you.
Oh my gosh,
we
only have so much until the
I know. Too. I watched last night on the plane. By the way,
where's the trailer?
It's gonna come out soon, I'm sure.
But they've been saying that.
No, I was on a plane yesterday.
Chicken strips with the
honey mustard.
No,
it's like it's chicken strip.
No, chicken strip mac and cheese. Mac and cheese with the chicken strips.
Oh yeah. No, I watched the behind. So today. Okay, let's just check in really quickly. Today's Sunday. On Friday morning, I took a 6-hour flight to New York. Then I took another 6-hour flight back from New York last night on Saturday. So I was on the ground in New York for like 27 hours, which could have been a movie. But no, it was
27 hours.
Yeah. Or no, that's 127 hours.
Oh.
You're just like 100 hours short.
I was like, it was.
Like it was. By the way, if he was just stuck for 27 hours, could you imagine? You're like,
that's
that's nothing. Yeah, like yeah, I had to cut off my arm. I was stuck for 27 hours. They'd be like, girl, you could have waited at least a couple more days.
That would be me. I'm so impatient.
Well, no, I wouldn't have cut my arm off though.
27 hours would feel like it's stuck on a rock.
Girl, I feel like I'm stuck in my apartment for 27 hours a day.
But stuck in between a rock
and a hard place.
And a hard place. Okay, keep going. Sorry. 27 hours. 27 hours in New York.
James Franco, Academy Award nominee for Stuck Between a Rock and a Hard Place, coming to theater near you. Yeah, so I was in New York. Anyway, no, it was just an insane whirlwind of a weekend, which I can get into more if I want to. But on the way back, anyway, I was fully delusional through this entire period. Like Thursday night, when you're before a flight, that's at 6 a.m., you sleep like 2 hours. Like, right. I did not sleep. I get on this flight, don't sleep. No sleep, bus, club, another ride. Friday night, I'm like, I'm simply going to be absolutely fucking exhausted. Had a cold brew at 4:30 p.m., not thinking. I was just like, I want to be up because I'm going to be with family. I was up. I was up. I did not sleep for more than 30 minutes on Saturday night. So then Saturday, I have to go to, I had a friend who passed away, his celebration of life, which was beautiful. So much more difficult than I would have expected. And then I got on a flight like 3 hours later. So I was full delusional. And then I watched the making of Wicked on the plane, which, by the way, I was like watching it. And
the one on Peacock?
Girl, I had seen all of it on TikTok. Yeah. I had seen literally every minute. I was like, this will be great. 45 minutes new stuff of Wicked. But no, it was all stuff I had seen on TikTok.
Any good new movies on the plane?
No. They hadn't done it. Because I was in New York a couple weeks ago for my sister's bachelorette. That's another thing. I'm like, it was so difficult. It was insane to just go to New York for 24 hours, obviously there for good reason. But on my way back, I was like, I need to go home. Yeah. I'm like so glad that I woke up in LA today. Also just after this, like, very intense, very overwhelming event. But it was really wonderful to be able to celebrate like this friend and how incredible of a person he was and how much he meant to so many people. And it's just such a tragedy, and it's just so just losing anyone at that age is just so terrible. I mean, losing anyone at any age is terrible, but it was good to, I think we leaned into the I don't even know if that's the right thing to say, but just leaned into kind of the wonderful things about him instead of focusing on the tragedy as much, even though it is so tragic. And there were some incredible eulogies and everyone there. I mean, the main thing was everyone was like, well, he was my best friend, which is the best way to be. But yeah, it was, it's just, I think it's an interesting thing. I feel like something I'm dealing with a lot right now is just like grief is like fucking crazy. There's no proper course or way to deal with it, and it comes at different times. Like I thought that I was prepared for yesterday, and I don't think that I was whatsoever. And then it ebbs and flows, and it's not, like yesterday I couldn't breathe, and right now I'm like able to get through these sentences, which is good, but who knows what tomorrow will be like. But just hold the people you love close to you, and check in on your people and be there for your people. But yeah, I don't even know where I'm really going with this, but I love you more. But I love this friend, and I always will. Even though he's not here, he would love this part. He would love to know we're talking about him right now. He's listening.
He's for sure.
He's listening in the corner, being like, and what else? And what else? Are you gonna show some fucking pictures of how good I look? Love you.
Love you.
But no, it's nice. Now we enter summer. We're doing it.
Summer's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great.
I need these booty lips out.
The booty lips are coming. They're coming out. I can't wait for shorts. It was cold this week.
Girl, it's cold. It's gonna be cold.
It's chilly.
It's gonna be cold. But honestly, I'm enjoying it. Here's the thing. By mid-May, I'm gonna need a lot of sun. But for now, I'm enjoying the cold because I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so fucking hot this summer.
It's gonna be crazy, and I'm excited for it. Also, are you going next week to remember everybody that party I hosted called Loose? Marina.
No, I have a wedding. No, Marina's on Friday. It's this Friday.
Yeah, this Friday. I'm saying.
Oh wait, you're not gonna be here.
I'm going. I'm going to New York.
I have a wedding next weekend for Loose.
Oh, okay.
So we'll have to reconvene.
I just thought it was cool, Marina.
No, Marina.
Have you listened to Cantissimo?
No, not yet.
Okay, there's a lyric in Cantissimo.
It's a Marina
basically, song. She's like, Cantissimo. It's basically she's saying what things are cunt. In the first line of the chorus, I just want to pick her brain so badly. She goes, Cantissimo, Salma Hayek in the sun. And then it's like Thelma Louise on the run. But I'm just like, what?
No, she's genius.
It's definitely Salma Hayek in the sun. Yeah. But did you see a picture of her or did you encounter her in the sun and you're like, That's cut.
Well, by the way, like what's her lyric, but so many of her lyrics are like that, where she just like grabs something. Like I was obsessed. She used to be Marina in the Diamonds, before she was Marina. This was like my like entry into like.
I saw her at Coachella. You know, I told you that.
Oh, did you?
She was so good.
She's amazing.
She's incredible.
Like one of my favorite albums of all time is her first album, and like I'm Not a Robot is one of my favorite top 5 favorite songs of all time. On that album too, there's Hollywood, there's 17, there's Oh No. She's such an icon.
Yeah. I
also feel like she would have had a little bit more of a moment if she was younger now. Like I feel like in a way I don't know, she kind of like is a little bit like pushing boundaries and shit like that to me, like Chapel a little bit. And I just feel like, but also I know that she loves her fans and her life and her whatever. I think she deserves to be so much more so much more, not successful because she is very successful, just like so much more of like a pop star, or, you know what I mean, like numbers wise, I guess.
Totally.
But I fucking adore her.
So good. And other song that's really good, Lord's new song, Love.
What was that?
MDMA out in the garden, blow our pupils up. Best cigarette of my life.
I need her to do that. James,
what was that?
No, I'm excited. We're getting
the girls. Also, if you are in New York, if you're a listener in New York next week, May 2nd is the Mayhem show at $3 Bill, featuring myself, Alaska, Jan, Lux, Nick Laughlin, many amazing other queens, Odebdo, Laguna Blue. I'm just thinking off the top of my head, but like so many amazing performers. I'm performing.
What are you doing?
I'm doing Judas.
Oh, right.
I told you.
Fuck, I know.
I don't think it's it's not a secret.
Have you learned the new one yet?
No, but we need to. I need to for the thing anyway.
I know. Because I know the OG, but I need to know the. I've been watching. It's like I'm addicted to the and then but also what they do with like the flipping of the hands. And also the is different because usually it's this, but it's this. It's like you're like picking up a ball or a boob or whatever, you know, or a melon.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just
melon hands.
Melon hands.
But yes, come to the yard, $3 Bill. It's gonna be really sickening, and I'll be in New York Tuesday to Monday. So
look out. Look out.
I'll see you.
You better watch out.
Yeah.
You better not cry. You better not pout.
I'm seeing, and me and Raph are going to Charlie again. We're going to Charlie on Wednesday.
Wait, I should have.
But you're going to Beyonce this week.
I'm going to Beyonce. Yeah, Beyonce.
What day is that? Friday? Thursday.
I'm going to Cowboy Carter. Her first show is tomorrow night. Honestly, I'm really fucking excited because last time I went to Renaissance, I went like 3.5 months after it started. So I had basically seen the entire fucking show on TikTok, even trying to avoid it. Like any spoilers, any outfits, any this. The first show is tomorrow in LA, Monday, April 28th, which is also my mom's birthday. Shout out, Dawn. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Dawn.
And also, it's your dad's birthday.
It's my dad's birthday today. Happy birthday, Dad.
But no, I'm going on Thursday, and it's the second show, which, you know, I'm a little bit like, oh God, it's the second show. It's really early, but I'm so excited. Like oh God, I can't wait. And I am actually taking my mom, which is so cute.
Yay.
Well, and her friend Sammy. Julian was supposed to come, but he can't come.
Yeah. I will be in New York.
We'll be back
next week. I think we'll be back on this computer screen because we're going to be separate.
But then we're going to get, and then we have some fun guests lined up.
Yeah,
and
exciting.
We're going to bring them on the actual fucking couch. Now that we have the studio set up, we can get the girls on here.
Yeah.
Come on, baby. But we love you guys.
We love you. Thank you for tuning in, and
don't forget, when you go out, be positive, be happy, be social. Don't be that girl. Be the queen. Be the
Who are you friends with? That's the title of this episode.
Who are you friends with?
All right, we love you. Bye.